away. You got killer in your eyes, son. I don't see it. You didn't do any of them things you said, did you? You didn't kill them Jenkins brothers. You ain't even from the West, are you? All you've done is lie to these good people. You ain't nothing but a fake and a coward. Isn't that right? Listen close, you pathetic fraud. This is my town now. If I ever see you again, I will take your soul straight down to hell!
What were you thinking? Hoofing around the dance floor like a motorized freckle. Did you snap your cap? And that's before even mentioning poor Beatrice. You aiming to get her killed as well? She's all we got. How am I supposed to sell sugar and keep my secretary's self-esteem afloat when you're having honest-to-goodness fits of hysteria? She is now. She just let her womanly emotions get the better of her, that's all. Nothing a little operation couldn't fix. What's broken in the heart can never be repaired, but the brain, well, we have all sorts of science for the brain. She's a brand new woman now, and she'd like to meet you very much.
God knows how to pick colors.
Uh-huh.
I always have believed if you can't change your surroundings, change your hair color.
I see.
But that's not how it came about. It came about because it was a film role. After we finished filming Sin City that I played. I was a reporter from the New York Times I played, and this was the choice, so I did it in the summertime, and I kept it.
Yes. Would you like to see? Don't you know what you are? I know what you are. I know where you came from.
The first movie that I remember seeing that made a big impression on me was probably, I would say Meet Me in St. Louis with Judy Garland. I mean, I watched that movie obsessively as a kid.
The weather and my friends.
What's the worst thing about being in Los Angeles?
The smog and my enemies.
What's Hollywood really like?
It's a mixed bag.
What's the best thing about New York City?
The plays.
What country in the world would you love to visit?
Oh man, there's too many to name. Let's go with Costa Rica.
Name one thing you can't live without.
Love, in whatever form that takes.
What's one thing you like to have with you on set?
Headphones and a lot of caffeine.
I was born and raised in Orange County, California, in a close-knit musical family. Music was always around in my house, and we were always singing to the radio and albums and having fun. And my parents and my brother still live in Orange County. It's very much my home, and I love it.
I have to actually tell everybody, every show that I do that I stutter, because people will look at me like, does he know? We should tell him. You'd actually be surprised the number of times people come up and the after shows and they'll say like, oh, that's not your real voice. You're faking that. You're putting that on.
One of the things that I auditioned with was Drift Away. I remember it so clearly. I had kind of a weird day. Sarah Stiles had kind of a weird day, and got an email from my agent saying, you know, there's this project. Can you record it? It's due tomorrow. Can you record it on your phone and send it to me? I remember sitting on my bed and listening to Drift Away and having such a visceral reaction to hearing the song. And then I read the sides and I read the breakdown and I thought, oh, wow.
I used to drive around at night and listen to music because I couldn't sleep. And I was driving around and I was wishing so badly that I had someone to talk to, a friend, someone, and I didn't. And I saw this magazine stand, outdoor magazine stand, and I saw myself on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, and it said something like, Winona Ryder, the luckiest girl in the world. And it broke my heart.
It's a really crazy story, actually. It like gives me goosebumps every time it's so crazy. So it is actually it's like a cover of a small part of a song from the 50s called An Angel Cried. And I had it like in my head. I woke up, we were really close to finishing the album, and I had it in my head, and I said to Max, I said, you know what, let me just like record this little part a cappella. Let's just go in and do it, and maybe we can like chop it up and sample it or something, or like make a beat out of it or whatever.
Is Lin-Manuel Miranda a tenor? I am. But man, I miss the days when I was a first soprano in Hunter Elementary School chorus. Is Lin-Manuel Miranda in Rent? Not yet. December 24th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This was my audition. Oh, it's a no. I'm sorry. Is Lin-Manuel Miranda nice? That's really sweet that that's one of the autocompletes. Is that real? If I wasn't nice to you one day, I was probably running to the bathroom. I'm sorry.
How do you expect to apologize for all of that? Honestly, I couldn't care less if you swallowed a small animal's blood to pep yourself up. Unlike with Legoshi, I never expected better from you. The problem is that the two of you, a couple of monsters who lost their senses, tainted the stage with blood as if you owned it. If I wasn't there to break it up, would you have actually killed each other? You're both savages as far as I'm concerned.
I won! Oh my god! I forgot I was even nominated!
Oh man, I should have been there. When I was a kid, if you told me I'd win an Oscar, I never believed it. And now I've done it, and... Bojack, I don't like anything about me.
Yeah, because I think when you're in it, you're building it and you're working, and you don't get to experience everyone's reaction to it. But outside in the world, you get to, you start getting letters from kids or, popping up on social media telling you how sort of important, how much confidence they have gained since obsessing over the Hamilton soundtrack for a long time. It really is, I feel, incredibly lucky to have been a part of a thing that turns out was so important and continues to be so important for so many people.
Great. My hair looks stupid, my shirt is wrinkled, and I have a zit the size of Kansas.
Yeah, that's one big zit, all right.
How did you get in here?
The usual way. Incidentally, you may want to fix that hole I punched in your back door before your mother sees it.
You couldn't knock?
I sort of did.
Has anyone ever told you that you're a strange and dangerous person?
Constantly. But enough about me. Gwen says that you need a favor.
I don't even know what I just said, but I can find out. Oh, sorry, no, the lift. Yes, sorry, I keep forgetting. This body's amazing, seriously. I can't get over how small you are, but I'm huge. Actually, why do we have to leave right now? Do you have any idea how good this feels? I did this. Tiny little Wheatley did this. Oh, really? That's what the two of you think, is it? Well, maybe it's time I did something then.
I don't know. The thing is that everybody thinks, and you do, they say something bad about you, and you go, and it hurts, it's a bad thing. But you get past that real quick, you just start to go, you think about all the stuff that, Woodward and Bernstein had to go through to kind of support Watergate. Mm-hmm. They had to come up with these sources, and they checked them and double-checked them and whatever. Well, we've proven that they pay a guy, and they go, we're going to say you reported on that Arsenio story, and here's a check, and it says that on it, and they never had anything to do with it.
Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key. Hey, come on! What the hell is this? Wait, no, just hold on. That's right, there's no way. It'd be impossible. Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now? You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shifter brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you! Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this? Do I object? Hell yes I object! Of course I do! I object!
All he did was win rock, paper, scissors. Your speeches are always too long. It's like how an elephant's nose is so long. But then again, giraffe necks are long too. And also waiting for a plane takes too long, and spring break is too long? Well, anyway, don't worry about Jataro. He's a latchkey kid. It made him a bit mental. It's not that I dislike latchkey kids, though. Some kids say they have magical powers. Isn't that awesome? You might get caught inside a magical parallel universe.